Hello everyone, Sushi here. This is the 14th development video of Free World's Tides of War. I thought I would take a different approach this time, and I'll be speaking to you about the missiling and bombing system of the mod. This is still a work in progress, so definitely offer some suggestions and comments and opinions about what you see here and what you like to see in the mod in terms of this respect. So, what you can see now, there's a battle going on, in particular to note for the bombing and missiling system, and also just for in terms of strategic deployment of different classes of vessels, are these icons here for our heads-up display. These were created by Friendly Fire to allow players to instantly see what type of battle they're going into and what type of class of ships um, to put in particular areas. This icon here signifies a bomber. So if I was a commander with a bunch of players, I would want to send in my interceptors to take out these bombers. So in terms of bombing, what's also important to note are the wireframes. For those of you that played Freelancer before, you know that all the objects and ships had these wireframes. We've now adopted and put these wireframes into the mod. They're great for knowing the general direction that ships are going in, as well as knowing where particular classes of equipment are on the vessel. This comes into particular importance. This is particular importance for capitals, and I'll discuss that in a little bit about the other missiles. So the first missile I'm going to show you is the concussion missile. The design was influenced heavily by X-Wing versus TIE Fighter and X-Wing Alliance. This is a very low damaging weapon. However, it has great tracking ability and it's extremely quick. So I'll just open up my S-foils here, and I'll take an aim at the vessel. Another thing of importance here that's different from the existing version of Free Worlds is that you can't fire the missiles without really having your ship almost directly on the vessel that you want to fire the missile on, which is a little bit different. So here, this is the concussion missile. You'll see that it's extremely fast. It attacks its target at extreme velocity, and it has great tracking ability. So it's easily able to hit most fighters. But as you can see, it doesn't really do a lot of damage per se, but it is great for taking out a significant chunk. One thing that's not in the mod right now is the reload counter, which will be on the mod around this area here. So I'm going to switch to a different class of missile right now. I've now switched to the Y-wing, and I'll be talking more about the proton torpedo. This particular torpedo will be important for strategically bombing vessels. It doesn't have a high damage ratio compared to the heavy rocket and space bomb. That being said, it has much better tracking ability, and it approaches a target at a much higher velocity. This missile and torpedo will be of particular importance for strategically bombing vessels and taking out pieces of equipment. What we've done for all the capital classes is make the shield projectors and power generators available to be destroyed. By taking out all the shield generators, the capital class vessel loses its ability to have shields. If you take out the power generators, it loses its ability to fire turbos. So in this respect, in conjunction with other capitals, bombers can be quite useful in disabling ships quite quickly. That being said, the only way to get to the equipment is to take out the shields. So that's why the space bombs and heavy rockets are there to help facilitate that for the bombers, as well as working in conjunction with capital class. So I'll see what I can do here. I'm taking out the shields and showing you how you can take out the pieces of equipment. So I'll focus on the shield projector here, and I'll get the proper distance. So I've hacked all the ships here, so they won't carry this amount of missiles or hull hit points what each missile and torpedo has to offer. So as you see here, it takes quite a number of these missiles to actually take down the shields of this frigate-class vessel. So you'll see I've now been able to take out the shield projector. And I would do that in conjunction with other bombers and take all those shield projectors out and inhibit the ability of the ship to restart its shields. So now I'm going to switch to the heavy rockets and talk to you more about those. So now switch to the K-Wing here. It carries the heavy rockets. This particular torpedo is not the best tracking torpedo. However, it does cause twice the amount of damage as the proton torpedo, and has a larger explosion radius to take out more equipment. These torpedoes will be particularly useful on mid-class vessels and particularly destroyers, cruisers, and taking out battleships. That being said, they're not good enough to, or don't have as good tracking ability to take out the corvettes or frigate-class vessels. So you can see if it does hit, it does cause a fair bit of damage on this vessel. This would be probably the max amount of ordnance that this patrol boat will be able to carry. Actually, I think it's slated for 6. So you saw there that I fired 12 to take down the shields. Now you can also see that I'll be able to take out the shield projector and inhibit the ability of this capital ship to reload the shields. So I'm going to switch to the space bombs now and show you how those work. So the last piece of ordnance within the mod is the space bomb. This is the most powerful ordnance within the game. That being said, it has very, very poor tracking ability, and its speed is negligible when compared to things like the proton torpedo and concussion missile. However, that being said, if it is able to hit the craft, it will cause a significant amount of damage, both in the shields, taking down shield and hull, as well as taking out equipment. So it's particularly useful in destroyer, cruiser, and battleship type class vessel. So I'll try to hit this vessel here just to show you the amount of damage it can inflict. So I'm just going to try to aim myself on a ship and hopefully it will hit. So I just fire the space bomb there and see if it hits. You can see that this is a heavy frigate, I believe, and it caused a significant amount of damage to its shields. And it is quite useful once you get closer to the actual capital ship. Just to note that this TIE bomber has been hacked. If I was a little bit closer, I would probably would have blown up without shields. So that's the missiling and bombing system within the mod. It's still a work in progress. I appreciate any suggestion, comments, or opinions, and thank you for following and being supportive